Okay.
I read the. I'm gonna finish speaking.
Go ahead.
That's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna speak, and then you speak.
We're trying to de-escalate.
No, there's no de-escalation when I'm trying to talk.
Can I go inside?
Go inside.
Okay. Because this is ridiculous at this point.
Just go inside then.
Okay, I'm listening.
I have to be able to explain what I'm saying.
I've been having ongoing issues with my neighbors next door, and they've repeatedly had cameras pointing at our home. And there's one pointing on the side of the house at my side door in my garage. And I had to call you guys out. I think it was about a month ago. The officer went over and asked them to move it, which they did, and now they're back up. And I yesterday saw the guy in the yard, and I mentioned that it was pointing at the window, and he flipped me and then turned around.
Okay. So the issue is the camera again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need to see it?
I'm gonna take a look over it. Is
You can get fine.
do you know if they're home?
I don't know.
Are they usually home during the day? Hello. Hi. Good. How are you? Where's the camera at? This one? Okay. How are you? Hello.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi. What's your name, sir?
my name is Marty. My name is Marty. What can I do for you?
Hi, Marty. We're here for the complaint with your neighbor. Can you just please don't put your hands in your pocket while I'm talking to you?
sorry.
Let me
Thank
take this
you.
out also in case.
There's an issue. She said she tried talking to you guys about it, but
She
then
doesn't talk to us, but
There's a history.
what's the
So
issue?
go back.
But what's the problem?
the cameras. She's saying that
Cameras are strapped to my house, so I'm not sure what the problem
And
is.
she called before.
And she called
Right,
me.
We've been told
to remove
that
them.
it's- No,
well,
we've been told
explained
that it is
if
okay
it's
as
pointed in a
because
private
we are
area
in
or
public.
something, but it's literally strapped to my house. You know.
And you can
pointed in
see,
any-
I could show you too. She also has camera on her house, pointing straight here. She has one down there, she has two back there.
Alright,
See
yeah.
again,
Stop.
that's the issue. We constantly having issues, she constantly having issues. This is like the
wait.
third
All
time.
right, wait. Before we even address
Come on.
that camera,
Okay.
so
These cameras.
which cameras? Where were the cameras?
Not a problem, darling.
Where were the cameras when the officer had you guys?
Exactly where they are right
So
now.
why are they there again?
Excuse me?
Why did you put them back after you spoke to an officer and the officer advised you to take it down?
No, he
and
did not.
advised-
No, he did not.
Let me.
I read the notes before I came over here. Okay.
What he explained. Okay.
I read the.
You
I'm gonna
explain.
finish speaking.
Go ahead.
That's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna speak and then you speak.
We're trying to de-escalate.
No, there's no de-escalation when I'm trying to talk.
Can I go inside?
Go inside.
Because this is ridiculous at this point.
Just go inside then.
Okay, I'm listening.
I have to be able to explain
Okay.
what I'm
Go
saying,
ahead, go ahead.
and then you can speak.
I'm listening.
Okay? So we can bring it back down now that we understand how this is gonna go. As it regards the cameras, the notes that I read from the prior officer that came out here stated that he saw the cameras, and that's why I asked you. I said, sir, where were the cameras? And you said they were exactly in the same place. I asked you if they were in the same place that the other officer spoke to you about, and you said what? Yes, correct? Or are you changing your mind?
I'm listening.
Did you not tell me, that's a question, did you not tell me that these cameras are at the same place when the other officer came? That's a question.
I'm listening. I'm gonna let you finish saying what you're saying.
Well, I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
Were the cameras in these specific places? Right there. Okay. And there was a conversation about taking down the cameras, and the cameras were taken down in the presence of the other
I
officer.
shifted one camera in the presence of the officer. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Are you saying that you did not remove
I
the
did not
cameras?
remove all the cameras. No, I didn't. I shifted the position of them.
Okay. And now the camera is facing back in that same direction that the officer spoke to you about? Is that what the issue is now? When you shifted the camera, where did you point the cameras
Now I'm not
towards?
going to get into all of that. What I will go on the basis of property where I can have my cameras.
Okay.
As we went through with the last officer, which was that so long as my cameras are not pointed in any sensitive area of any neighboring property, then I'm fine. They're literally.
lady's backyard.
If she needs any.
You know there are laws that no.
This is a
Unfortunately, you guys don't
public-
have a fence,
Okay.
but you
You know,
there
fences are
are
required, right?
right.
Now that
I
they're
said
neighbors.
unfortunately, you guys don't have a fence.
A fence isn't required.
Huh?
A fence is not required.
Right.
There are
But
neighbors who
then
don't
when
have
you want to
fences.
point cameras, we gotta be very careful with where we're pointing
I
cameras.
understand.
So it would appear to me that this camera is pointed towards their
You understand this is my side yard, correct?
right.
You would
and it's
admit
pointing-
that since I don't have any fence here,
Mm-hmm.
that there would be a possibility that somebody could make way entry onto the property.
That is, I
understand
totally
that.
understand
Okay, and
that.
now you see where the camera is strapped.
Am I able to look at where the camera? Am I able to look at where the camera is
You
pointing?
can see the camera.
No. The video of where the camera is pointing.
No, you
Okay,
can
well
see
then, so here's the thing. If you're not gonna let me see and be able to decipher if you have the camera pointed
You
directly
can
at
see
her,
the camera.
I cannot see. I
Can
know
you see
that this one
camera
is going that way. I don't
and
know
that
the
camera is
angle.
pointed that way.
Can you determine the angle of the camera just based on?
You can't tell what the camera's viewing based where it's pointing at because it could be like fisheye or whatever.
I understand,
yeah.
but it's
Do you
gonna
mind if we get out of the rain?
we can go back to the front, we can go wherever.
I'm gonna grab my umbrella.
Okay.
The
Yeah. So
issue is she's gonna call you guys all the time.
no, I know.
She's called you
I
guys
picked that up.
5 times already. For my wife walking on the lawn in the front. There's
Yeah.
I
No.
don't have
It
any
definitely
fight with
seems
the
like
neighbor.
it's
I don't have
there.
a fight with the neighbor.
Just to
I
let you
don't
know,
know.
I have footage of them pointing their camera in my bathroom.
Well, she's talking about this
In my
PTZ
bedroom.
right here
This
that
one.
picks up some weird
Okay.
directions
Okay.
sometimes.
Thank you.
So,
Alright, thank you.
but now
Yeah.
I don't want to
So
have an issue.
yeah.
The cameras are not on her property.
Yeah.
They're on my property.
Yeah.
They're not elevated so as to give me any
Yeah.
special view
No, I know.
advantage.
Well,
They're
that's
literally strapped to
clear.
her
Yeah,
pole.
and your ones that are elevated are pointed
pointed
straight to
down
the ground.
straight to the
Yeah.
property.
No, I
Correct.
agree.
So-
I agree with you.
So I understand that it is technically that there's a door there.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So
But like
I will
exiting-
explain what I read from the statute
Yes,
to you,
please.
just so you're aware
Yes.
with it. So it says anywhere where there's reasonable expectation of privacy. Yes.
Understood.
So technically, I mean, this is just pointed here. You guys don't have a fence. I mean, it's
That
more
one,
so
yeah.
pointed there, so that's not the end of the world. That
That's
one,
her
it's
property.
kind of the front yard though.
But the thing
Side,
is,
front.
the problem is that's not whose property is that?
Is what?
Is
There's
this
a fence
sufficient-
right there splitting, showing this. This is 50. It's like 50-50
Yeah.
y'all.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Just get this one.
Sure, no problem.
This part
Oh,
is
Natasha.
this part, correct?
All that.
And I don't know why she's saying, listen, if I'm trying to talk and I can't get to talk, then I have to bring it up here a little bit and then we bring it back down. Okay? I understand you guys are frustrated about the situation.
Well, I'm frustrated that she calls the cops. This is like number 5 times calling the cops. First
Right.
time was,
Yeah.
oh, you're on our property on the front because they don't understand the property line.
Yeah.
And then they call the city to complain about. Like it's just, I'm just. sitting there
So
like,
the reason why, that camera, was it like that when the first officer came and asked you to turn it?
Well, it might have been. It pretty much was in pretty close to the same orientation. Pretty close.
And then you put it like that again for what reason?
Again, I'm trying to make sure I can see 360 degrees.
Right there. Because she constantly, I just see I had garden right there.
You believe
She's spraying myself to the point that I had to spray myself and put them in here. She's constantly doing stuff, but she's not saying what she's doing. We used to sit here, we got to change and ship over here. She sit by there, she take her phone, she turn her flashlight on, she flash it in her. She does a lot to us. So I'm sorry if I'm seem like irate, but I'm a bit frustrated and tired of her.
Frustrated and
You know, I'm really tired of what she's doing. And we done nothing to this lady.
And I'll tell you, she seems to have a problem with these cameras in particular.
Right.
Because they're trailing. So they just record and record to a SD card.
Yeah.
Right? Now, they're simple because we were watching on cameras and we're like, there's some things that we don't see. Like, we can see everybody that walks in front of our house. For some reason, if certain things move, like I can see my boat and I can see like in front of their vehicle and stuff like that. So some things I see, some things we don't. That's a little weird, but we can see a bicycle walk by, but like there's so much activity in the corners that we don't see. So you know what, let's just make sure we have some trail cameras so that nothing can be defeated with any technology or anything.
No, I get it.
So we just have a couple of these as backup. That's about it.
so
And I can put the cameras on my property. I know at least that much. I did
Yeah.
research
No,
that.
yeah, but I'm just wondering if
pointed
we
in her
could come to
bedroom.
some type of, with
Agreement.
regards to these cameras, and then we'll address her cameras too.
Well, they can do what they want. I don't need them to
Wow.
do anything. I don't care.
No, you have rights too. She can't violate you. You know, that's especially if she's calling on you saying you violated her. She's not.
These
Yeah.
are our cameras. They're not in any special place.
So
to
that
see
Yeah.
camera,
anything
it
special.
doesn't
Yeah.
turn it.
It only pick up on
picks up
motion
motion.
unless you come in the yard.
So if you come
But
in
no,
here,
if someone goes there on her side, it'll pick it up.
I mean,
But,
that's what cameras kind of
so
camera.
what I was trying to
That's not
ask-
the purpose, though. The purpose is to make sure.
I
that
get it.
whatever
Yeah.
happens
No, we
here-
got
I
you.
get it. My cameras pick up my neighbors.
I mean, it's kind of like peripheral for cameras, but it's not. The
So
purpose.
that camera, do you think? Because I'm just trying to come up with a solution.
The solution is for her to just mind her business and leave us alone. That's
Yeah, but she's
It's
gonna keep
easier said
calling,
than done.
And she's gonna, you know, like keep
No, I know. It's not your fault.
If I had that camera pointed in her each window
Then it's
or something,
different.
I
Yeah,
can
then it's
understand
different.
that, but
Yeah.
You see, I made a point to make sure we're trying to cover a gate, the fence line. That's like
I
it.
think
If anything is her garden, she'll plant her stuff out here, and then 1 minute it's flourishing, the next minute
It's dead.
We're like,
Yeah.
what the hell? You see, you see, you can contrast just across the line what we're trying to do here.
Mm-hmm.
So when her stuff stops growing, we're like, you know what? She'll move it over here. She'll move it. It works everywhere
Yes.
else, but for some reason, right here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's cameras. It's kind of there just for activity.
I would be cautious with the park stops because it can be.
Those aren't ours. Those are theirs.
Oh, those are
are theirs. We
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
We didn't.
Okay.
That's what they had behind
Okay.
the fence.
Regardless, though, it could be considered a makeshift fence.
Big distance.
Yeah,
Again,
that would be beyond
Why did you
my.
guys have a
But
fence
I'd
on
just
here?
be
Why
careful.
Who's to get the fence?
She called the city, I
Yes,
assume. Oh, okay.
and we did this white PVC.
Yeah, I mean the fence you guys do have is beautiful. So
She put those flat behind it to let it bend backward and then call the city and say we did not maintain it, that we need to
And then it could
repair
have been
because
simple.
she wants a new fence.
And it could have been a
That's
conversation
crazy.
where it was
And
like, hey,
this is where
listen,
everything
you know,
is
we can
coming
work together
from.
on the fence or
And we
something.
did everything the city required for us to do.
So
We bring our boat back. Every time we bring our boat back, within 2 days she called the police.
Right? It doesn't matter. We're good.
The boat hasn't been here for 3.5
Well,
weeks. My husband was
but
at work.
you're allowed to
Just
have a
got
boat.
back,
Yeah, but
and I
you-
said,
you're allowed to have a
every
boat.
time
2 days,
we
you
go
go
back,
back, she called it. 2 days, she was like,
every single time.
But you guys are allowed to have a boat.
We are.
Yeah.
She complained the first time we bought the boat that it was only on the grass. We have a brand new driveway now. Our boat could be here. She's still calling.
But you're allowed to have a boat regardless.
Exactly. She has a boat right now that is not registered. That's on her property. And we're not saying anything.
Yeah.
But we don't.
I don't know.
We don't care. We don't care what's going on over there. Just leave us alone. Let us be at peace.
No, I know. I get
I
it.
try my best. She comes out here with her dog. She tried everything to get her reaction, and I try my best. I turn my back to her. I have not said anything to this lady from 2024. I have not talked to this lady, and she constantly.
I mean, I would too, but the only issue that I had when I initially came was that, you know, someone told you guys to take it down, you guys took it down, and then you put it back.
I
So it's like-
repositioned it because, I mean, but then I went and took a look at it. I was like, wait a minute.
Somewhere else to position it.
Yeah,
He said we could probably put it up under the iron or something. I was told him if we put it up higher, then it would directly be on
Yeah,
the door.
yeah.
So we have it low. So even if you look, it only capture the end bottom part of her door. It does not surveil her door. It's more important to my camera.
Aside from that, the camera, is there any other issue?
We don't have
Like, do you guys have any issues with their cameras?
We don't
No.
care what they're doing. They're gonna call you
Yeah,
again
Yeah, I
for
know.
something.
But I recommend, you know, we're here. Obviously, she causes issues. You should let us know while we're here. Because, yes, she called, but we're not here for her. We're here for both of you.
That we could possibly have. What we really want is to leave us alone. Like,
Oh, you want
calling
peace.
for-
No, you want
wasting
peace.
city resources, calling people over and over again about what?
It's nonsense. It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
Been saying to
I get it.
the last officer, man, I'm sorry you guys gotta come up here. This is a waste of time.
No, I get it. I get it. I mean, our goal is to kind of mediate things. I don't know if I gave that across or not, but it's
only
not.
if two people are. It takes two people to fight.
And not
Oh, good. That's what I said.
So-
but no, I agree.
So
I agree.
on our side, we're like,
Yeah.
hey, listen. She came over here yesterday, yakking about the
Yeah.
same thing. I'm like, yo, I'm on the phone. I really don't even care. I don't. It's like,
No, I get it.
I don't have a problem.
Okay.
You don't have a problem.
So when, okay, So the thing is, and where the issue is, and my partner is just explaining to me, if it's that side, how the statute reads is based on a place where you have an expectation of privacy. So either way, for me, I would think that you would want to just.
They say maybe the bedroom.
That's for us looking for.
Well, no, what I was saying is I would be uncomfortable with the camera there, but if I had a fence there, then it wouldn't have been an issue.
Right, but if you were
Yeah.
but if you were uncomfortable, you would build a
But
fence.
my
That's
thing
true.
is, as far as we're concerned, that area is not an area for expectation of privacy
Because it can be viewed from the
because
road.
you can street from the street.
And
So-
for us, it's really just to make sure that since there is no fence,
Yes.
that whatever happens here, that we can see.
Yes. The only place
So-
of caution, which you seem to already know, would obviously be don't go near the pool, don't go here. Because people have expectation, like if she points her camera at your pool,
Yeah.
that's against the law.
Yeah.
So just keep it how it is. It doesn't go to the
I have
pool.
problems over here.
The only
This
reason
one
why all those
just
cameras
pointed
are
straight. This one is pointed
calling you guys.
straight here.
Okay.
Right? Like we're just again, the objective is to cover.
But then
the
again, how
property.
can you have an expectation of privacy
When
Outside.
people went by in the boat,
When-
everything.
when you don't have
Offense.
a fence
No, I agree.
in your pool?
So
You get
that's
what I'm saying?
that's why the fence is also a part of it as well.
Like
So,
if they had a fence and
then it's a
If
violation.
she
Yeah.
wants a fence, she can feel free to.
So, it's a very gray area. So,
okay, so
yeah.
I mean,
You guys have to keep coming on.
yeah, it's just like
not
one
your
of those
fault.
things where you try to.
Don't even worry about it.
Huh?
I didn't want to talk to me.
That's my
Stuff that she can't even have the confidence to come over here and say something to us.
No, well, she said that she tried to talk to you. Somebody flipped her off.
I was on the phone. She was standing here yelling. I don't. What happened? Do you respond if you heard a chicken, a cock crow? Do you respond to the chicken? That's essentially the relationship we have over here. She might speak, but she's not going to get a response.
And you
So
don't
we're
speak
not
to
watching.
someone by yelling at
And
someone.
you don't just come outside and scream, and that's not a conversation.
They don't come to us there like, "That's not your fucking
But
camera."
regardless, at the end of the day, even if you did, it's freedom of speech. So you don't even have to worry.
Again, but we're not trying to provoke the situation
No,
because
no.
we're not sure how we even got here. So if we go back, like this isn't how we were. So we're not quite sure how we ended up in this place. But if this is
Oh,
the
like
address,
you guys were fine
we
at
were
some
fine
point.
before. We were here 15 years. We lived here
Fence,
15 years.
yeah.
They moved in like eight months before us or something. We knew their dad when their dad lived here. Like, I'm
Oh.
not sure exactly
All
what
right, well,
happened,
we're
but
gonna get out of you guys' hair.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys' time.
I apologize.
Thank you for your time.
Like I said, those cameras is because she's about to call. We know when she's about to call. She start cleaning up, she start doing everything. And we're like, okay, the police is about to be called for something. We know. It's
No, I know.
a pattern.
Yeah.
That she
Go
does.
talk to them.
You know?
Yeah. We're gonna go talk to her, but thanks for your time. We do
I'm just sorry
appreciate
she
it.
keep wasting your
Wasting your
resources.
time.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's not only us, it's you guys who are being, so you don't have to. Thank you though.
Just make it.
I understand. And I step away because
It's really frustrating.
I'm very frustrated.
Oh,
Like,
no, no.
I'm like, we are grown people. If you have an issue with me, come and say to me
Yeah, nice.
and talk to us so that we can work it out. Stop with this little childish thing. I'm 52 years old. I ain't got time for playing this crap. You're 40-something years old. You're as young as my youngest sister. I ain't got time for kids play. Stop playing the game. Stop doing all the stuff you're doing. And just live your life and let me live mine. As simple as that. You know?
All right, guys.
That's
Thank
it.
you guys.
Y'all have a good day, okay?
Yep.
Alright, watch your head on that other screen.
Oh,
All right, so I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
it is hot.
she has an issue with what she says. She can consult an attorney, but they're not violating any laws.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah. That's why I read it, because I didn't really know before.
Yeah.
You want to step inside with AC or?
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be quick.
So we spoke to them and looked at the cameras. Initially, I was trying to see if they were interested in moving the cameras again.
Yeah. Like I can't even go into my backyard. The minute I'm in my backyard, there's something. There's some kind of issue. I can't hang out. I can't have people
What do you
over.
mean?
Like because anytime I'm in my backyard, they're over there. They're staring at me. I'm outside walking my dogs. I'm handicapped. I walk with a cane a lot. I've had so many problems with them with their fucking, they had a pit bull that was dangerous. It bit both my dogs. I had to put up a barrier at the bottom of the fence, which is what those parking stumps are, to keep their dog from biting mine. Their dog bit both of my dogs. I never called the cops because they begged me not to, because he's not allowed to have a dog. If you pull it up, you can see he's had problems with the county. And he begged me not to call the cops, so I did it. And now I've got a fucked up finger from this dog that they have now because I didn't call the cops because all they did was beg me not to because they were going to pay for everything. They never paid me back for biting my 2 dogs. My brother's hood to the car is fucked up because they put up that white fence in the back against the water. They didn't say anything to us. They dented the hood. I can show you the hood of the car is dented. They never took care of that. They brought the boat over, then they kept slamming up against both of our cars. I kept saying, hey, can you guys stop walking on this side? You're hitting our cars. Again, I have a video of her screaming and yelling at us, calling me a bitch, threatening me, which is another police report for that. I'm tired of being threatened by them. And ever since I started calling the cops, now they're acting like I'm acting like a crazy person. No, I'm not. I spoke to my lawyer. My lawyer told me that I have got to call the cops anytime there's an issue because I'm out thousands of dollars because of their negligence, and then they're lying to everyone about it.
Right.
And that's the problem.
I get what you're saying. So
and I had to get security cameras up to fucking watch. Like, we had these for the door. The black ones that are around don't work. It's just the white ones. But like, I have to get these cameras because I'm not calling the police on you, so I have to have some kind of proof of all of your behavior and your fucking actions.
Right.
It's been fucking years. This has been going on for 12 years. And then the fence. Again, I'm outside, I'm falling, my legs are bad, okay? I've got a really bad back. I broke my finger, okay? I'm outside with a flashlight trying to watch for dog poop, make sure that I'm not stepping weird on a rock or anything, okay? Because I'm a fall hazard. And if that's a problem for them, then put up your fucking fence. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what else to do anymore.
That's kind of where I was gonna go with the whole situation. So why
I have a permit. I have a permit. I just went and picked it up because I've been working on the permit for months. And the city lady told me, she's like, you know, when I called her out here, I didn't know what my options were. I've never had to pull a permit. I've never had any issues with, you know, besides like grass or whatever out here. But like when I first moved in, when I called her, I was like, I don't know what to do. And then if I had known I could put up my own fence and not have to worry about that, I would have done that. But I didn't know that. I thought you had to if it was their fence, they had to put up another fence. I didn't know. Nobody tells me that. So
they can always have their fence and you can have a fence right next to theirs if you want
it. Looks ghetto. I didn't know that. She didn't tell me that. So here I enter this complaint about it, and then she's like, well, your chain link doesn't match. And I'm like, okay, so that's why I have my permit. I got the permit and I need 6 months to get it replaced and fixed. But now I got to put up another fence because they don't want to be decent neighbors and take care of the things that they have. Like, you want me to show you what the fence looked like?
I mean, it's irrelevant to today.
Yeah, the thing is, we're trying to get to why we're here today.
Yes.
And why we're here today
I can't be in my yard.
So
I can't even be in my
issue
pool.
with that is obviously we both know there is no fence. So obviously, if it'd be different if there was a fence. 10-4. And they had cameras that went over the fence and into your yard, that violates your reasonable expectation of privacy.
I understand.
Likewise, this camera that they have here, it goes just west of your door there. Like, you only see a little bit, and then you see all of their stuff. But the issue with that as well...
But they're just gonna turn.
But the issue with that as well is all of that can be viewed from the street, so there's no reasonable expectation of privacy, because if I'm walking the sidewalk, I can see all that, you know?
Yeah.
And again, no fence.
And
the fence is going to be the key thing that really gets the solution. So once you get that, if they go over your fence all day.
Right, but
until then, it's
I'm not
kind of
putting
gray.
a fence up in front of my door. Like, that's
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying for your backyard purposes. Even if you did put it in front of your door, it wouldn't matter because you can see it from the street. So if hypothetically it did go over that,
and there's a car blocking.
I know, I get it, but just because the fact that it can be seen from the street, the front is, no matter what, that's going to be there.
Right.
But the backyard, the way you solve that is by fence, and then if they go over your fence, they're violating your privacy all day. But because there is no fence, It's kind of hard to because it shows their yard.
You can't argue that you have a expectation of privacy in
When
a
there's no
backyard
fence.
that
They
you're not
took down their
fenced
fence. They didn't tell me anything. They never said they were tearing
No,
it down.
but they
There was
technically
no-
don't have to. They should as a neighbor, but
Right.
they don't have
And
to.
that's the thing.
You
They're
know.
just awful people.
Okay, I know. And being neighbors with people is hard, especially when you guys don't agree on
Just
things.
like their
But
kids cut their kid.
Mhm.
I tried to have him kept off our property because he was coming into our yard all the time. He was trying our doors. He's not allowed in anyone's house around here because he rifles through people's things. He lies all the time. She lies. Well, they both lie. I mean, I heard them talking everything out of their mouth. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
But the amount of money that they owe me, and I have no restitution. I have nothing because I was the
Yeah.
nice guy, and now I'm paying for it.
yeah, my recommendations to you, and again, not a lawyer,
I
not a
know.
doctor. I would take them to civil court for those things that you mentioned from the past, and I would build the fence because then that gets your privacy back.
I know, and I'm
if
working
they
on
go
the
over
fence.
it,
I just
then
got
it's
the
criminal.
permit. Yeah, I know, and I just got the permit for it. I'm just
But those are the two ways you solve all of
the
this.
cameras. I'm just like I can't even be in my backyard. I'm just
I get
so
it.
sorry.
No,
It's just
no,
been
it's-
years of this. And they just act like they have like, oh, it just started like when the boat showed up. No, it started when I started taking action against you guys when you're being assholes. That's when it started.
No, I get
But
it.
because you got away with it,
Okay, so is there anything
so the
else?
cameras.
I recommend bothering the city quite a bit. Get that fence started.
I went
Because
by
that
and
solves
got
a
the
big,
permit
big problem.
today.
Yeah.
I went by and got the permit
Yeah.
today. And I'm sorry I had to call you out
No.
here, but my lawyer's like, you have to.
No, I agree, and
Especially
that
since her
creates a
jumping
paper
around
trail.
and screaming and yelling at me in the yard.
No, I get it. It's
And
never
her
a
trying to
harm
act like she's being nice. No, you would never be nice. She threatened my brother
Mhm.
at the neighbor's house. We have that on video too. I've got all kinds of video. I've got videos of everything.
Well, the videos don't mean anything if you don't record it.
No, I record the videos.
If
I
you
see-
don't
No, record
Oh,
it.
record
Or
it.
like,
No, I'm-
like the
that's what I'm
whole
doing. That's what I'm
civil
doing.
thing
Like
and
when
all
she
that.
started screaming,
Because
and
then
I
it's
called
just like,
it.
oh, I'm just.
I know, but that's where I'm at where I am now because I didn't call about the dogs. I didn't call about the car. I didn't call about my hand that's
Yeah.
permanently disfigured.
Mhm.
And I don't have any other actions. If I take it to
No,
civil
I
court,
get it.
it's too long. It's been too long, and then
Yes, but tomorrow never comes, and the sooner you start it, the sooner it finishes.
I know,
you
but
know,
that's
and
what
the
I'm doing
fence
now,
is the
and
more
I apologize
immediate.
for calling you for this stupid shit.
No,
but
don't
this is what I have
apologize.
to
It's
do.
your right. But yeah, the fence is the more immediate
They
one, and
never
that
want
solves
to
your
talk
camera.
about it. Anytime we tried to talk
Oh
about
yeah,
it,
they were saying
She
that
would scream and yell at us.
so it's like you're saying they're screaming, they're saying you're screaming, because they said that they would be open to talk. Like the wife said that she'd be open to talking, but that
she won't ever
when you
talk.
go out there, you're screaming. So that's excuse me. So you
Bless
guys
you.
are both saying the same thing in that regard. But
That's
you know
fine, I have
what?
my
Like
proof, so I
if
don't
you
think
want to
so.
put a camera there in the same respect that they have theirs, so you can see whatever, then that's up to you as well.
Okay.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
going
Because
to,
we'll
and I
tell
hate to
them
be
the
petty,
same.
but you
Yeah.
know what?
We will tell them
Obviously,
the same
there's
thing.
stipulations
Obviously,
to
you
it.
can't be
Can't-
pointing it into bathrooms and
So
stuff like that.
windows.
No, of course. Look,
Right.
I don't.
Pool
I
is
don't
off
want to see
limits.
But
that.
if you want to see
I-
that side yard area,
Right.
but then
But if the pool's
just-
off limits, then how do they have that camera there?
It doesn't hit the pool, so it hits just before.
Just,
Yeah, and then it
just you
goes to
can
the
put your
trail in
cameras
the
up.
yard.
Just make sure that it's documenting areas that are visible to the where they do not have an expectation.
Yeah, so like if I can like stand at the corner here and I can see it, you're good.
okay.
And if it's
Alright.
somewhere that people can see from across the lake into the backyard,
Yeah.
or if someone's on a boat
Yeah.
in the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we put one out by the boat because I was out there one time and I was like cleaning out the palm tree.
You just can't be like
And this
over
guy
a
had it-
fence looking
Yeah,
at. Right.
yeah, and like this guy came up with his kid and they were like trying to shoot into the tree, the iguanas, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm in the tree. So
Oh
I,
no, Jesus.
yeah, so we put up a camera
Oh,
on the
jeez.
waterway because I was like,
Yeah,
That's
they're
crazy.
smart.
yeah, people are shooting the iguanas because you know I don't know if they get money for them when they.
Yeah, the city contracts them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry I had to call you guys up.
No, it's okay.
No, it's your right.
have to
So
do my-
you have a better day, all right?
All right, thank you.
Good.
Confirm it with the city lady when she came and took pictures. 1 minute it was there and another minute it wasn't there. And she always trying to cause contention with us right at that fence.
Which one?
Right where you just walk, right up behind her wooden fence right here. On the wooden fence on the inside, there's a big butcher knife on the inside of it that they put. Okay? There's a lot of things that they're doing that we could get them in trouble, and we decided that we're not going to.
Yeah, but the problem is, if there's a butcher knife on their property, we can't say what their reason is.
That's what I said, that because you don't have stone concrete evidence, so we don't do anything. Again.
Because she was saying some stuff about the boat being hit or hitting somebody's car or something.
We're not doing anything. Everything is coming from
No,
her.
she's saying that you guys, what he's trying to say is you guys are saying some stuff, but then she's saying stuff, and it's just like, it's a neighbor dispute.
We have not spoken to her since 2024 from they set off their alarm and then blame me for the alarm for me coming outside investigating. I didn't even reach the end of my property and I was on their camp. And that was the last time I could even show you the text message. That was the last time I talked to her. I said, it is sorry that we have to live like this as neighbor, but I won't be talking to you anymore. From December 2024, I've not said anything.
And then she's claiming that you guys have had issues for 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and obviously we're not here.
10 years. For 10 years that we didn't live here. My husband worked in Barbados. Back and forth. She used to be the one that collect her mail. So how is it that we have problems?
Yeah.
For 10 years, she was helping us because we would be gone 3 months, 4 months at a time. And she would take her mail for us, put it through that slot into a box until we get back home in another 3 months.
It's actually a pretty good idea. I've never seen
You
it
understand me? We had a big box underneath there, and we gave her key. She and another neighbors down there had a key.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this
What part of
happened since we got
Barbados are you
used to
from?
go. Well, I'm from Jamaica. He's from Barbados.
You're from Jamaica?
Yeah, just a mix-up. And then, only when I get upset that the language come out.
I heard it a little bit, but then I heard another. You almost sound Bayesian.
Yes, because again, I can tell you for the last couple of years, after COVID, we came back home because we got locked down in Barbados for COVID. So before COVID, 10 years prior to COVID, we were living in Barbados.
So your accent changed a little bit. So what part of Jamaica are you from?
I'm from St. Thomas, from the country.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's only since the fence, and then this kicked it off when we bought the boat in October. And that's when 2 days after, I was walking right there to go turn my pipe on. And she called the police and said that person is on her property causing problem and won't leave. And the police came out since then.
Well,
thank you, because I'm contacting my attorney.
Good luck, guys.
All right. And again,
Barbados is beautiful, by the way. I've been, and I'm Jamaican.
Are you out of what parish?
From Portmore.
Okay, me and family down there, St. Catherine too.
Yeah, man.
Oh, there's the accent. There it is.
Yeah.